I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Massive wave of DMCA claims take over Steam. No idea what happened, but I want to know what is happening.
What if all the mods
I also want the volume to be louder.
What if all the mods you love for your favorite games suddenly vanished? I'm not talking
it's
about a
about
single mod
mods.
getting an update. I'm talking about a massive, coordinated attack on the Steam Workshop. Mods are disappearing and the creators who made them are panicking. This isn't a huge corporation like Disney or Nintendo shutting things down. This is a suspected group of malicious actors that has figured out how to abuse a key part of the system to get mods removed for no reason at all. It's a crisis that's putting the future of modding on Steam.
Wait, Valve needs to take action. The current Workshop DMCA system has serious problems and is now at risk. Oh.
Oh no.
Has any of you ever used Steam Workshop mods before? I've used, but mainly for like creative programs like Vroid, then like Varudo and stuff like that. I usually use it for creative stuff. Never used it for like an actual game. But I don't like that mods can get DMCA'd now. I really don't like this. Like mods, people don't make money on mods. It's just there by the community for the community to have just fun and giggles.
Yeah.
At risk. So to understand this, we first need to talk about DMCA. If you've been on the internet, you've probably heard about it before. In simple terms, it's a law that lets a copyright owner tell a website, hey, someone stole my stuff, please take it down. The website, like Steam, YouTube, or any other media platform, then has to act on this request to avoid getting into legal troubles themselves. But what if someone who doesn't own the copyright starts using the tool to take down anything they want? That's what's happening.
Oh, so Steam is having the same DMCA issues as YouTube is having. Yeah, like YouTube has like a lot of issues with random people DMCAing your stuff. And you know how broken it is? Let's say you react to a game trailer and someone reacts to the same game trailer. If you were reacting to it before them, it's gonna show you as an option to DMCA them.
Yep.
That's how broken it is on YouTube. So every Tom, Dick, and Harry like just slaps those things around. Like even like snippets of videos or streams that don't belong to them. Like for example, what Fit and Fresh did to us with the ninja clip.
Yep.
Oh, this is so bad.
Right now, a person or a small group is filing what appears to be false DMCA claims against some of the biggest and most important mods on the Steam Workshop. At first, it wasn't exactly known if the claims were legitimate, but going now by the number of copyright claims that are coming in, it definitely seems like someone is abusing the system. The list of effective games is...
But like, what exactly are they DMCAing there? That's what I'm confused about. It's so broken.
Yeah.
It's so broken on YouTube that they were using Spotify for DMCA of some EDM artists I know. Oh my god.
literally growing by the hour, and it seems like nearly any game on Steam that has the workshop feature is a target. It's hitting all kinds of communities, from deep strategy games like Hearts of Iron 4, Stellaris, to survival games like RimWorld, Project Zomboid, and creative sandboxes like Gary's Mod, shooters like Counter-Strike 2, Half-Life 2, and Left 4 Dead 2, and even other popular titles like Terraria, The Binding of Isaac, Portal 2, Starbound, Gates of Hell, Mount of Blade 2, and Total War Warhammer 3.
Half of these games are more than half of these games is what me and Zen have.
Yeah, I have. Kenshi is probably the most sandbox game you can play in the market. And if the only reason why it's still alive is because people love the game and the mods.
I already see like at least 3 games that people will go to war for. RimWorld, Terraria, Left 4 Dead 2, Stellaris, CK3, Total War Warhammer 3, and Gary's Mod, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's bad.
These
Really
are just
bad.
the ones we know about right now, but I'm sure there will be more by the time I'm done this video. Genuinely, so many mods are being attacked that pretty much every single game that has the workshop is a target. But there seems to be an exact incident that kicked everything off. We need to look back a couple of months, a previous conflict which some are calling a DMCA war. It started with a disagreement between two popular Hearts of Iron 4 mods, which involves a DMCA report being filed against each other. Now, this was a few
It started as a dick measuring contest?
Bro.
I'm sorry, what?
months ago, and after that was settled, things sorted.
No, okay, so these two young strapping fellas, they had a disagreement. So they started throwing out DMCAs against each other. What?
Just calmed down. That was until today. So seeing as a lot of similar mods plus a whole bunch more were all hit with copyright claims, many people pointed back to this situation. Now, this is where a reply from an associated developer claimed that their team was not behind the new wave of takedowns. They stated that it was an unknown individual using a specific email address to target popular mods, which goes back to it being a copyright troll, seeing as now we are seeing so many mods getting hit. So how does this actually work? Well, Steam's current DMCA process is a standard practice for many online platforms, largely due to DMCA safe harbor. This is designed to protect sites like Steam from being held liable for copyright infringement committed by their users, as long as they follow this specific protocol. When a claim is filed, Valve has to act on it to comply with the law. The workshop creator or developer is then responsible for filing a counter notice. Now,
wait, isn't this also how they do it on YouTube too? Like, people are able to do the DMCA through YouTube, but after that, it's your responsibility to fight it back. It's the same system. So that way the company cannot be held liable for any of this. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
well, this is exactly where the abuse comes in. A person filing a DMCA claim usually doesn't have to provide much proof. It's easy for them to just check a few boxes, fill in some info, and then say you are the owner of XYZ. Due to what we talked about earlier with DMCA safe harbor, Valve just passes.
I didn't even know that you can make a counter notice on YouTube. Yeah, so if you 100% sure that you can fight it back with proving and evidence that this is like the copyright was done in error or falsely, you can fight it back. So that's what I did in my instance too, when Fit and Fresh went after us.
Yeah,
I fought it back, and it took 2 months. It took 2 months to solve it.
rough.
Which I don't even understand why it took 2 months, because again, the clip that they claimed was literally a clip from Ninja's stream. They don't own it. It was from Ninja's literal stream on Twitch. And that's what they claimed. So I fought it back, providing evidence that, okay, this clip was from this stream. It doesn't belong to Fit and Fresh. So I'm assuming it's the same system here. Like, you have to prove that this is like false claim with evidence.
The claim along. But for the modder, filing a counter notice is a serious legal statement. They have to swear under penalty of perjury that their claim is true. This can be intimidating and even frightening for many people, as it does open them up to potential legal problems. Many workshop creators and developers who do this for free in their spare time most likely don't want to get involved in a scary legal process, so it would just lead to them abandoning their mod and the troll would win. But the result of a successful false claim could be even worse. If content gets removed, the modder's account can get a strike or even just flat out banned. We have seen legitimate uses of people using the DMCA.
So we're already going through like the downfall of AAA companies. Then we have indie developers being slapped around by censorships, and now we have modders going through torture on Steam. It's, oh my god, I'm trying to stay positive with repeating that it's okay, there's still some good games and there's still mods, blah blah blah. You can still have fun in gaming, but goddamn, they're making it hard to have fun with everything that's happening.
Yep.
This is, oh man. Hi Aaron, how you doing? Hi Blinded, how you doing?
Hey Aaron, how you doing? Hey Journeyman.
This is so aggravating.
DMCA system on Steam, like when someone allegedly stole from a Japanese artist. Plus, one of Counter-Strike's most iconic skins comes from someone using copyright on the workshop, which led to a bunch of other skins that creator made also getting hit. So with this massive wave of DMCA claims on the Steam workshop, all of these mods are essentially held hostage. It forces creators to choose between risking a serious legal battle or simply giving up on thousands of hours of hard work. Now,
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you would rather just completely remove the mod from being even listed there
Yeah.
than risk going through all of this and sent into DMCA jail and losing your account.
to be clear, Valve's system just simply follows the law. They have to respond to DMCA claims to avoid legal liability. But the community is arguing that Valve has a moral obligation to protect its creators from this kind of blatant abuse. I do think this is more of a problem with DMCA itself, which is why you see this exact problem across different platforms, like even YouTube as well. They want Valve to implement a more serious review process for DMCA claims and to have real penalties for people who file false ones.
Okay, is Valve responsible, and does Valve deserve at least a little bit of lashback? I think a little bit, yes. I think they should polish up the way the DMCA claims go through in Steam. Like, they need to polish up and not make it that easy to spam just to be a jackass.
Yeah.
So partly, yes, you can be pissed at Steam for it just because they're not polishing it up. It's the same way how people are mad on YouTube for YouTube not polishing up their own system. Hi, Mr. Kai Betoni, how you doing?
Hey Lucian, how you doing, man?
Maybe not lashback, but definitely they need to tighten this up. Yeah. I could have picked my words better. What I mean is they definitely deserve some sort of, people not being happy with how Valve is handling it. Not how they're handling it, how their system is even processing all of this.
Yeah.
The one who made the false claim may have the mod on the site already, like CurseForge, where there is some monetization to be made. Interesting. Okay. Steam still needs to follow legal procedures, what they are doing. But what Steam can do is tighten up how they're handling it from their end, which is the same system as YouTube has, which means Steam needs to fine-tune it. Actually, not even fine-tune it. Steam needs to completely rework their system, how it's even being reported. And there has to be some sort of review system. I do agree with that, a bit blinded, but a lot of that takes time. Yeah.
Hey Cantino, how you been?
How you doing, Cantino? Hi, Ryuko. How you doing?
Hey Riku, how you doing?
Steam hit the game. I didn't outright remove them. Which games are you talking about? Steam did not remove No Mercy. They did not remove it. The publisher themselves removed it from Steam. As for the 6 games on Steam, Steam always had the 18 plus tag, which if you do not have it enabled on your profile, those games are hidden from you. They always had that system. That means people actually started tagging their sex games as 18 plus. Steam is fighting back, but they can only do so much. DMCA hasn't been updated properly for the digital age, so even if Steam does something, they cannot do a lot without putting themselves at risk. Yes and no. Well, I agree. There's not a lot Steam can do because they're already going according like legal procedures. What they can do is provide an actual stricter way of doing DMCAs.
A lot of people are also pushing for better communication from Valve on how they plan to handle this. Now, I have reached out to Valve for a statement on this, but once again, I do think this is more of a problem with just how the general DMCA system works. Valve could try to implement a manual review process for claims against popular mods, or create a better system to identify and then ban these repeat offenders who keep abusing the DMCA system. The only thing is that there is just so many uploads.
It's a good approach, but when it comes to manual review, they would require a lot of manpower, and if they do not go with a lot of manpower, it will be clogged up. Yes, eventually, once you already reprehend repeat offenders who are just walking around trolling and falsely claiming, eventually they will be banned there anyways. But the problem as well is Steam has free account policy, so what's stopping them from making new account? So it's a tricky situation. Steam as a company themselves will have to figure out how they want to approach it. Do they want to approach with the AI system, which I know a lot of people are not fans of? Manpower system, which would require Steam putting a lot of money into it, or just overtime system, which is gonna be long and tedious. That's a lot of lawyers on retainer, that too. Yeah.
On the Steam Workshop. I mean, just Gary's mod itself has hundreds of thousands of uploads. Now, the interesting thing is that when you are filing a notice of copyright infringement on Steam, one of the boxes you have to check says, I acknowledge that under section 512 F of the DMCA, any person who knowingly materially misrepresent that material or activity is infringing may be liable for damages. So hopefully the people abusing the system actually face some damages.
I hope so too. Like, I think people who are like falsely claiming stuff under copyright, I do think they need to face some sort of legal repercussions for what they're doing. But it also comes into play what kind of law specific country has where they're living in. Just because Steam is in US and they go under the US law doesn't mean you can enforce it in like Brazil or something.
Right.
So it does require like proper laws for DMCAs all over the world.
For the past few weeks, we have been talking about how a group used MasterCard's rules to get a bunch of games removed from Steam. And now we have a different situation where people are targeting mods on Steam through DMCA. So let's see what happens next and what Valve does to respond. What if...
That's a pretty good channel. Like, I actually really liked it. John, I really appreciate recommending this channel.
Yeah. Fly high. Check it. Spread my wings high, reach the sky. Feathers in the wind, never asking why. I'm a bird, motherfucker, I'm a bird. Soaring high, yeah, that's the word. Flying free like you never heard.